Good evening. My name is Joe Jacob. I am the Director of Analytics at Mercy College and a proud Mercy alumnus, MBA Class of 2018, and a member of the Mercy College Alumni Council. I am delighted to welcome you to the 2021 Virtual Alumni Achievement Awards event. I know it has been quite challenging the last 11 months, and we had all hoped to be together in person. But I am so happy that we are able to hold this event virtually to honor 5 of my fellow alumni and raise important scholarship dollars for Mercy students. For their outstanding leadership in their fields, tonight we honor Camille Clark Barrett, class of 2006 and 2009, Sheila Enriquez, class of 1996, Mary Fox Alter, class of 1978, Rosa Gonzalez, class of 1969, and Christopher McNerney, class of 1998. On behalf of Mercy College, thank you for your commitment to working diligently to serve your communities. In addition to your awards this evening, we are honored to induct you into Mercy's Alumni Hall of Fame, class of 2021. You join a distinguished group of alumni, including author Joan Wolfe, class of 65, Walter Anderson, class of 72, former publisher and chairman of Parade Publications and Mercy Trustee Emeriti, Michelle Kurolo, class of 82, former president and CEO of Visiting Nurse Association of Hudson Valley, and Mercy trustee. Tonight is about recognizing Mercy's amazing alumni and raising funds for Mercy students, the future Mercy alumni. Tonight, your contributions will support the Mercy College Legacy Scholarship, a fund that helps children of Mercy alumni attend the college. As you'll hear a little later, legacy is strong at Mercy. For many students and alumni, Mercy is a family school with parents, aunts, uncles, and siblings having also attended. Mercy is proud to support families and their future generations. So, here's how you can make a difference. There are a few ways you can give. You can text your donation. Just text Alum Awards to 41444 or click the donate button on the webpage right below. If you would like to make a gift over the phone, please email events@mercy.edu and someone will call you back shortly. Keep in mind, $10,000 pays for about 1 semester of tuition for 1 full-time undergraduate student, and $750 pays for about 1 semester worth of textbooks for a full-time undergraduate student. Remember, 100% of your contribution goes to student scholarships, which is why we're asking 100% of you to make a gift tonight. No amount is too big, no amount is too small. Every dollar makes a difference. It is now my pleasure to introduce Mercy President Tim Hall.
Thank you, Joe, and thank you all for joining us this evening. I'm delighted to be here to honor Camille, Sheila, Mary, Rosa, and Christopher, distinguished alumni who are leaders in their fields and citizens committed to improving their communities. They're 5 of the nearly 70,000 Mercy alumni who are a dynamic part of the Mercy family. Our alumni are fully engaged with our community, returning to campus to speak with current students, helping to provide internship opportunities through their employers, and serving as mentors to our students. I'm proud that 5 alumni sit on the college's Board of Trustees, and over 500 alumni are employed at Mercy. Tonight you're going to meet not only our outstanding honorees, but other alums distinguishing themselves on a national level, from the basketball court to Congress. During what was arguably the most challenging year we've experienced as a nation and as a college, the Mercy community, faculty, staff, students, alumni, friends, and donors came together to support each other and our communities. There are countless stories of members of Mercy College who were and continue to be on the front lines of the pandemic. As healthcare heroes, educators, service providers, I'm forever grateful for their selflessness. Our faculty, staff, and students demonstrated the resiliency and tenacity Mercy is known for as we all adjusted to a new normal, pivoting to online learning and a remote work schedule to ensure students' education were not interrupted. Now, in the second wave of COVID, we're nimble in ensuring quality education while remaining vigilant about health and safety for our campus community. In spite of all the obstacles, we had a successful summer and fall term and made sure to celebrate our accomplishments, including being recognized for the second year in a row as the best college in Westchester by Westchester Magazine. The spring semester is already off to a great start, and we're hopeful that we'll be able to return to a more regular schedule this summer and fall. Our alumni understand and value the opportunities offered to them while they were at Mercy. Tonight, we're helping to make those same opportunities available for children of alumni by supporting the Legacy Scholarship. Two of those students are Noel and Leon Campbell, class of 2022, whose parents, Wayne Campbell, class of 2000 and 2014, and Lisa Mills Campbell, class of 1998, 2001, and 2013, met as first-generation students at Mercy. Lisa is one of those 500 alumni I mentioned earlier who work at Mercy. She's our Director of Community Programs and Events. Now, Noel and Leon.
Hey guys, I'm Noel Campbell. This is my brother Leon. We're the sons of parents who met and fell in love here at Mercy. Dad says he knew right away that Mom was the one.
Both of our parents are first-generation students, and for more than 30 years, members of our extended family, the Russell, George, Bowman, Mills, Campbell, DeVigno, Wright family, have begun their education here at Mercy College. There are 20 graduates in all, and we are so proud of that, and happy to join you tonight in celebrating these 5 distinguished alumni.
I chose Mercy College because it felt like home. I have fond memories of being on campus with my parents, attending events and volleyball practices, and they even let me practice with them sometimes, which really made me love the sport.
I chose Mercy because my brother was there. I actually chose it for the cybersecurity major and for the small classes, which made it a better learning environment for me.
I traveled the world as a part of my Mercy education. I'm an international relations and diplomacy major. I traveled overseas alone for the first time and studied in South Korea, which gave me the confidence to take more trips abroad. My long-term goal is to travel the world, documenting it through video and photography.
It's so meaningful to me to be a legacy student here at Mercy College, and that's something we celebrate each year at Founders Day. Not this year, of course, but maybe next year. Until then, we need to celebrate virtually, which is okay as long as it brings us all together. Congratulations to tonight's honorees and to Mercy alums everywhere.
Congrats, guys.
Thank you, Noel and Leon. We are so proud of our students, and one of the reasons we're here tonight is to raise funds to support students like Noel and Leon, so they can fulfill their academic and professional goals. Mercy College is brimming with motivated students and alumni who want to make a difference in our world. Let's take a look at how one alumnus has gone from college to Congress.
I'm a perfect example, I guess, of Mercy fulfilling its mission. There's been over 600 million people who have lived on American soil. Only 11,000 have been members of Congress. And I'm the first African American to hold this congressional seat in the history of this country. So Mercy did its job with me, worked out. When I got into Mercy, I was an elementary school teacher. And as I went through the school counselor program and I got certified in school counseling, I transitioned to work as a school counselor in public schools, which helped me to just see or experience my work from a different point of view. From the point of view, not just in terms of working one-on-one with children or in small groups, but also working in large groups with children, and also understanding not just the importance of mental health and psychological supports, but social and emotional learning. So that Mercy learning really informed the rest of my career. I dove into scholarship and learning and understanding differently than I had at any other point in my life, undergrad, high school, or before. I fell in love with learning at Mercy College. I had no idea that I was going to run for office one day when I was a student at Mercy. So you never know how life is going to play itself out. So I would just advise to work really hard to be the best student you could be. It sounds really cliche, but it's important because you unlock aspects of your intelligence that you didn't even know were there. These pathways are not always predictable. So even though I received a master's in school counseling and I'm state certified as a school counselor, and I was hired to work in a school as a school counselor, I actually worked in that school as a dean of students. So, you don't know where that pathway is going to take you. And I went from being a dean to ultimately becoming a school principal, then running for Congress and winning.
And now, I'd like to welcome DeAndre Davis, a junior majoring in psychology. He is part of the Mercy Scholars Program, a scholarship that makes the dream of a college education possible for those who may not be able to afford college by giving qualified students 4 years of tuition, books, and fees. And for DeAndre, one of 6 children, there was a good chance college was out of reach if not for scholarship assistance at Mercy College. Ladies and gentlemen, DeAndre Davis.
Thank you, Joe. It's my honor to be here tonight to help celebrate Mercy Alumni, a group that I will one day be proud to join. I am also here to express the importance of scholarships to students. As Joe said, I'm one of 6 children raised by a single mother. College would not have been possible without the scholarship support, plain and simple. I am now on track to graduate next year and plan to continue my education in a graduate program in psychology. I will forever be grateful to those who support scholarships in Mercy. It is my honor tonight to introduce this year's honorees for Alumni Achievement. Our first honoree is Camille Clark Barrett. Camille is a double alumni, earning her Bachelor of Science in 2006 and her Master of Business Administration in 2009. While at Mercy, she was a student athlete and represented the athletics department as the volleyball student athlete ambassador. Camille began her career at IBM in 2008 as a financial services professional and now in the global financial lead for IBM's digital business portfolio. Camille has been a mentor to Mercy student interns and alumni at IBM. Camille serves her community on the advisory board of the Lois Bronze Children's Center in White Plains as a Girl Scouts troop leader and in her local church as the Children's Ministry Coordinator. Please welcome 2021 Alumni Achievement Award recipient, Camille Clark Barrett.
Thank you, Mercy, for this award. I'm truly honored to receive it. I consider it a testament to the results that commitment, patience, faith, and a strong progressive community support can generate. Congratulations as well to my fellow award recipients for your contributions to the community. I thank God for this life of service that I am privileged to share with others. Mother Teresa said, "I cannot change the world, but I can cast a stone across the waters to create many ripples." Coming from humble beginnings in Jamaica, I am proud that I was able to redefine what others may have seen as hard times as opportunities to develop resilience and grit, to be as thankful for very little, at times nothing, as for plenty. Now, as a Mercy College alum, I'm honored to reach back and pull forward those who also seek to find their place, not just in corporate America, but wherever in this world I can help to support that journey. Seats of influence and opportunity should be used primarily in service to others and only secondary, if at all, in service to oneself. Thank you, Mercy, for allowing me to cast the stone that created many ripples. With the help of family and friends cheering me along, I navigated life's course to Mercy College to become a student athlete where I learned clean competition, commitment, being vulnerable in failure in order to succeed. Despite some hurdles along the way, the nurturing support of my professors and administrators enabled me to take giant leaps. I'm especially thankful to my family. I'm from a line of Mercy siblings, Paula, Andrea, Nadine, and Jill, who paved the path and led by example. I'm grateful to my husband, Ty, for being an ever-present pillar, even when it was unclear where my next thought would lead. And to those who are the reason I wake up each day, my daughters, Asanya and Ivana, thanks for always challenging me to become a woman of virtue and for echoing that in your young lives. And to my fellow mavericks, remember you cannot listen to the voice of others or you will not hear your own. Define yourself or someone will define you. Remember you are enough no matter what you are told. Never allow fear and criticism to hold you back. You have that stone that will allow you to create ripples. Do things that matter. Your time is your currency. Spend it wisely. This is the most crucial moment in your lives. Thank you.
Congratulations, Camille. Sheila Enriquez, class of 1996, is a CPA and attorney with over 23 years of experience. She is the managing partner and CEO of Briggs and Veselka Corporation, the fourth largest independent CPA firm in the Southwest and the largest independent firm in Houston. Born and raised in the Philippines, she completed her associate's degree through SUNY and later attended Mercy on a merit scholarship, graduating summa cum laude with a bachelor's degree in public accounting. She later received her MBA and JD. As a first-generation immigrant, Sheila understands the power of education and believes in servant leadership and is passionate in developing and mentoring professionals. She will forever be grateful for the mentorship and guidance she received from Wayne Shafari, a former professor at Mercy. Sheila is a member of the State Bar of Texas and Texas Society of CPA, where she serves on the State Executive Board of Directors. Sheila is married to fellow Mercy alumnus Jose Enriquez, class of 1996. Please welcome 2021 Alumni Achievement Award recipient, Sheila Enriquez.
Greetings, everyone. I'm truly humbled and honored to receive this Alumni Achievement Award. I will forever be grateful to Mercy College for enabling me to pursue my unique story. A journey that began with a merit scholarship that allowed me to receive my undergraduate degree and provided the foundation for a fulfilling career and my own American dream. A native of the Philippines, I was among only 10 students who received a full scholarship in May 1990 to pursue an AS degree in business from SUNY Sullivan County Community College. I attended the Toyama, Japan campus before coming to the United States in February 1992 on a student visa to complete my associate's degree at SUNY SCCC's Loch Sheldrake, New York campus. Sometime that spring, a Mercy College admissions counselor visited the campus and recruited me and my now husband, Jose, to continue our undergraduate studies on a merit scholarship. That pivotal event allowed us to remain in the United States, earning our AS degrees from SUNY SCCC first and transferring to Mercy College to pursue our respective bachelor's degrees. We subsequently secured working visas after graduation, then our green cards, and finally our US citizenship in May 2009. Without that opportunity, we would have had to leave and our trajectories would have been very different indeed. My excellent Mercy College education prepared me for life's next steps, which included attaining an MBA from Long Island University, passing all 4 parts of the CPA exam on my first attempt, and earning a law degree and license. I credit several teachers whose amazing ability to train, motivate, and encourage students like myself enabled me to reach my utmost potential. So many of them are notable, but Dean Wayne Shafari, Professor Andrew Joppa, Dr. Michael Kavanaugh, Dr. Thomas Milton, and Professor Lucretia Mann stand out. Each was truly inspiring, with Dean Shafari remaining my most valuable mentor and friend. I met Dean Shafari in January 1994, which was supposed to be my last semester before earning my management degree. He was then a professor at Mercy College and the dean of the MBA program at LIU Westchester. I was seeking his permission to take an MBA level class for my remaining elective that semester. And when Dean Shafari recognized that I had a 4.0 GPA, he instead offered me a graduate assistantship. He knew that if he employed me for 20 hours a week, I could qualify for a full scholarship for the LIU MBA program. I later learned that Dean Shafari would routinely hire high-performing students as graduate assistants to allow them to access the free program. This was a testament to his commitment to helping students who would otherwise could not attend due to financial constraints. Dean Shafari also encouraged me to pursue an accounting degree and work towards a CPA license. I will never forget his words. "You're a woman and a minority, and the CPA license will open doors for you." Through his innovative foresight in developing the 4+1 CPA MBA partnership between LIU and Mercy College, I was inspired to rethink my career and enter the program. The rest, as they say, is history. Dean Shafari was also instrumental in introducing me to John Tortolani, the managing partner of Brenner, McDonough, and Tortolani, a consulting firm that had offices at the Mercy campus at that time. BMT ultimately sponsored me and Jose for working visas, which enabled us to remain in the United States. As Dean Shafari predicted, my CPA license created incredible opportunities in an amazing profession. It allowed me to reach the pinnacle of my field, where I now lead the largest independent CPA firm in Houston as managing partner and CEO. Words alone are not adequate to express my gratitude to Mercy College, Dean Shafari, and all those who helped me along the way. I'm living proof of that education is a great equalizer, and that knowledge and hard work keep the American dream alive and well. I'm also a good example of the impact the Alumni Legacy Scholarship Fund can have. Through these scholarships, lives are changed for the better. By giving those that otherwise cannot afford to attend college the opportunity to do so, we enable future leaders to succeed and encourage them to create opportunities for others. So please support us generously. This recognition has been a blessing to me. Beyond the award itself, it has inspired me to revisit and reflect on my time at Mercy College and the many people who opened their hearts, helped me accomplish my educational goals, and helped prepare me for a fulfilling career. There are too many to mention. My sincerest gratitude to all of you. I would like to close by dedicating this award to my family, my husband, Jose, my sons, Anthony and Jacob, my parents, my siblings, my mentors, and my friends who continually support and cheer me on. I especially want to thank Jose for being my rock and support throughout our 30 years together. You are my best friend and the wind beneath my wings. Your belief and confidence inspire me to stretch and challenge myself every day. I look forward to paying all this generosity and inspiration forward so I can make a difference in the lives of others as well. Thank you very much.
Okay, along with our fun facts about Mercy, we've put together some shots to show you how much the college has changed physically. Take a look.
Mary Fox Alter has been the superintendent of Pleasantville School District since 2010 and has almost 31 years of experience in the district. She has enjoyed serving the needs of district students in many fulfilling and rewarding capacities, including teacher, technology coordinator, curriculum coordinator, staff developer, chief information officer, director of instructional services, and superintendent. Mary will have earned a well-deserved retirement when she steps down as superintendent at the end of 2021. Mary is a first-generation college student who immigrated from Ireland and received her bachelor's degree from Mercy in 1978. She credits the Sisters of Mercy with helping her complete her degree. Mary has also been a regional and New York State leader in education, serving on various committees, and most recently as the Legislative District 3 representative on the Westchester County Women's Advisory Board. Mary is a member of the Northern Westchester Hospital President's Council and the Pleasantville Rotary Club, and has advised Mercy School of Education. Please welcome 2021 Alumni Achievement Award recipient, Mary Fox Alter.
Hi, I'm Mary Fox Alter, the the proud and passionate superintendent of schools in Pleasantville, New York, and I am a lifelong educator. I am honored and so incredibly proud to be the recipient of a Mercy College Alumni Achievement Award. It is a very special moment in my life, particularly given the career that I have chosen. I have spent 4 decades as an educator. I started as a teacher, I became a coordinator, I became a director, I became an administrator, and for the last 11 years, I've had the dream job, superintendent of schools here in Pleasantville, New York, a job that allows me to be involved with people, families, and everyone's little miracle, their children. My goal is to work with a team of professionals, another group of educators who care deeply and passionately about kids and about education to ensure that all children receive a great education here in Pleasantville, that they become lifelong learners, contributing citizens, and have successful careers as adults, whether it's college or into the professional life. So how does someone start on a journey of their dream job that they still love 4 decades later and still find it incredibly rewarding, fulfilling, and challenging, and dream of nothing else but it is just a pure vocation? Well, my journey started 4 decades ago at a college in Dobbs Ferry called Mercy College. My Mercy story is probably very similar to many of the students at Mercy today. I am the child, the oldest of 6 children whose parents were Irish immigrants. They left poverty in Ireland and arrived in New York in the land of opportunity to pursue their passions, to be able to have a family, and to be able to afford a roof over their head and a meaningful job. I was born in the Bronx, we moved to Queens, we moved to Westchester, we moved all over the place, and in between we moved back to Ireland a few times because my parents' ultimate dream was to go back there and join their siblings. Each of them were one of 9. In between one of those, let's return to Ireland bouts, we lived in a small apartment in Dobbs Ferry. Myself, my 6 siblings, and my parents, and I got a job working with the Sisters of Mercy down at Mercy College in what is the Rotunda area, Mercy Hall. I was at the reception desk there, and I had a great experience while I was there. My parents were building a house in Ireland. I had started my junior year of high school. And when I went down to talk to my guidance counselor at high school and told her about my parents' plans of going to Ireland the following year, she suggested that I accelerate, double up what I needed to study my junior year so I could graduate on time and join my family as they returned to Ireland. Obviously, college was in my sights, and I wanted to go to the University College Dublin in Ireland. So during the winter of my junior year, I flew over to UCD Dublin. I interviewed with multiple people, submitted all the paperwork, and everything looked as if it was a green light. Towards the end of May, I was heading down to work down at Mercy College as a receptionist in the Rotunda area, and I received a letter from UCD Dublin, and in it said that they were not going to accept an accelerated high school student, someone who finished at the end of their junior year, as a first-year student at UCD. Their option for me was that I needed to spend a year at an American college, and I had to continue studying Spanish, and I had to take up Latin, and they had a list of other things that had to be part of my studies at an American college. My mother, who had my baby brother, Kevin, he was a toddler at the time, knew something was wrong. I didn't have the heart to talk to her. They were all set to leave at the end of June. So I headed down to Mercy, to my job. And one of the sisters there saw the look on my face, and I just told her my story. A couple hours later, while I was still working there, she came back and she said, "You have an appointment with the director of admissions at Mercy College." She managed to get a sister who was a Latin teacher at Mercy out of retirement who could teach me Latin. They were pretty sure that I would qualify for a number of scholarships and awards. And well, what can I tell you? The rest is history. I had an amazing freshman year at Mercy College. I studied Latin. I continued my studies in math and in science and Spanish and history and in English. I was accepted to UCD. And at the end of my freshman year at Mercy, I said goodbye to my New York friends and headed over to Dublin. Unfortunately, sometime in the middle of October, towards the end of October, the faculty at UCD went on strike. I headed back to my parents' town, the village in Ireland. I got a small job there and I waited for the strike to end. In the meantime, towards the end of December, I got a letter in the mail from Mercy and they were asking me, how was I? Was I prepared? Any thoughts of coming back to New York? I was so touched by the letter, and the strike at UCD did not look like it was ending anytime soon, that I basically told my parents I changed my mind and I was heading back to Mercy. I was heading back to Dobbs Ferry to continue my college education in the United States. My dad was like, "You leaving? Like when?" I'm like, "Next week, Dad, next week." The rest then, of course, continues to be history. I went back to Mercy. I had a terrific experience. My counselors there helped guide me in the areas of passion. I studied history. Maybe I wanted to think about law, or maybe I wanted to think about secondary education, teaching social studies. Mercy didn't have a program at that time, but in typical Mercy fashion, adapting their programs to the needs of students, they had a consortium with Iona College. So I enrolled in that. And I was thrilled because I still had to be able to take my classes, do my student teaching. I had to have a number of different jobs to keep a roof over my head. Although I had scholarships and grants for my tuition, I lived at the Y in White Plains, and I needed to have part-time jobs. And Mercy's flexibility, its scheduling during the summer and intersessions allowed me to finish college on time with great grades and with the job lined up. A job as a teacher. Here I am, 4 decades later, still loving it, still as excited as I was that day when I got my first job offer. And to quote the words of the infamous Dr. Seuss, because we're never too old for Dr. Seuss, all the places you can go, all the mountains you can climb, all the journeys you can take. The day was my day, that day in May. And my mountain was waiting, and I got on my way. Thank you, Mercy College.
Congratulations, Mary. Dr. Rosa Gonzalez's medical career spans over 45 years with a private OB/GYN practice in North Bergen, New Jersey. As a compassionate champion for women's health, she has tirelessly served her patients through both their most joyous milestones and their most sensitive health challenges, all with an unfailing dedication. Having fled Cuba with her family as a teenager in 1962, they settled in Washington Heights. As a young adult, Gonzalez saw her love of science blossom only further after high school. At Mercy, she studied biology under the encouragement of late Sister Janine Marie Nealis, in whose classroom she first saw her own blood under a microscope. She graduated Mercy in 1969 with lifelong friendships and an even stronger resolve to study medicine. Facing the many language barriers of American medical school entrance exams, she took a pathology job at Mount Sinai Hospital. After graduating medical school in Spain, she returned to the US to Montefiore Hospital to begin her first internship, later becoming a clinical instructor at Albert Einstein College, leaving only to pursue her mission of serving the community as a physician in the Bronx and New Jersey. Decades later, she remains devotedly serving that patient base. She often considers her profession beyond charts and lab results, finding the counseling aspect as an equally important role in her daily work. Please welcome 2021 Alumni Achievement Award recipient, Rosa Gonzalez.
Hello, everyone. I want to thank those who have nominated me for this award. And I have so many more people to thank for guiding me towards the path that led back here today. First, my heartfelt appreciation goes to Dr. Gilberto Cancela, who told me to apply to Mercy College and to continue my education, not just to stop at high school. I imagine that he's looking down from heaven now and saying, Rosa, I told you so. I'm also deeply grateful to Dr. Eva Ellis, my advisor at Mercy College, for being honest when she suggested I should not waste my energy applying to American medical schools, but rather I should focus on programs abroad. And she was right, absolutely right. She was my professor of German as well, and I apologize to her for how terrible I did in her class at that time. I was trying to learn English, and then on top of that, I have to learn German, so you can imagine. Additionally, I want to thank Dr. Fenton Schaffner of the Mount Sinai Medical School for having a more honest guidance advice. He shared with me that his son could not get into an American medical school, and he went to Italy, to the University of Bologna. And Dr. Schaffner said to me, Rosa, you should really go to Spain. You speak the language. Go. The next day, I was calling the consulate in New York to try to find out what were the prerequisites to enter or to apply to the medical school. Finally, I want to thank my parents who supported me, who helped me during my years of continued education overseas. My father's advice was go and use every minute to learn. A minute wasted, he said, will never be recovered. And of course, he was right. And this is an advice that can be given to any student at any level. Don't waste any time during your career, during your learning years. Try to use it wisely. I just want to share with you that I was one of the first Hispanics to graduate from Mercy. And since then, many, many more have done so. And they have joined the workforce at every level. I encourage everyone to follow their dreams and to believe that they have the ability to pursue their wishes. If you have a dream, don't let it go. Go and pursue it. I also have to mention my friends at Mercy who allowed me to deliver their babies. It was a pleasure to bring those babies into the world. And they trusted me with diagnosis and treatments more than once. I thank you, gals. You have added even more meaning to this, my vocation. That dream, my vocation, has given to me the fulfillment of loving my work. I'm able to experience true joy on what I do, so much that it's hard for me to say, I'm done. So I just keep saying to myself, maybe I'll retire next year. But in the upcoming finish line just reminds me that even more about the importance of how I started, how I came about my decision, how I became a doctor. Thank you once more to everyone who has helped me during my journey, and to Mercy College for having me here and supporting me. So myself and so many of my friends. I thank you, Mercy.
Congratulations, Rosa. Our final alumnus we honor tonight is Christopher McNerney, class of 1998. Chris's career in law enforcement began nearly 27 years ago when he was sworn in as a police officer with the Westchester County Department of Public Safety. He then transferred to the town of Greenburgh's police department in 1995. Now chief of police in the town of Greenburgh, Chris has worked in every division in the police department, including patrol, street crime unit, detective division, staff services division, and special investigations. He is a certified police instructor and has taught many courses for new recruits, criminal investigators, and police supervisors at the Westchester County Police Academy. Chris has a Bachelor of Science degree from Mercy College and a JD from Pace University. He has worked as an adjunct professor of criminology at Mercy and is a licensed attorney in New York and Connecticut. He is active in his community as a volunteer for local youth sports programs. In 2019, Chris retired to become the Chief Criminal Investigator for the Westchester County District Attorney's Office. Last year, he returned to the town of Greenburgh Police Department as Chief of Police. Please welcome 2021 Alumni Achievement Award recipient, Christopher McNerney.
Good evening, President Hall, Mercy College staff, my fellow honorees, family, and friends. As a proud Mercy graduate, I'm truly honored to receive the Mercy College Alumni Achievement Award. Mercy created the opportunity for me to complete my degree while balancing the rigors of a full-time job and a young family. Many Mercy peers remain in my network today. Advancement in law enforcement is an extremely competitive process. Mercy gave me the foundation and confidence to consistently strive for the top. Mercy also gave me the motivation to continue my education, to pursue a Juris Doctor degree from Pace University. When contemplating entering law school, I received sound advice from a family member, advice I share with my 3 children today. You can never go wrong in investing in yourself. Often, it's the best investment you can make. But to succeed, you need to do more than just make that investment. You need to create habits that cultivate and breed success. The most powerful habit that has driven me throughout life is the maintenance of high standards. High standards foster excellence in everything we do. It's the mantra that I repeat daily to the police officers under my command, until they too share a personal and professional commitment to operational excellence. Jeff Bezos has talked about his own quest to make Amazon the most successful retailer in the world by cultivating high standards in customer and employee satisfaction. Bezos found that people have a voracious appetite for a better way. He observed that in a world where yesterday's wow quickly becomes today's ordinary, you can stay ahead of expectations by treating high standards that are widely deployed and at all levels of detail as the foundation. Jeff Bezos made the following analysis. Are high standards intrinsic or teachable? I believe high standards are teachable. In fact, people are pretty good at mastering them simply through exposure. High standards are contagious. New people quickly adapt. And though exposure works well to teach high standards, I believe you can accelerate learning by articulating a few core principles of high standards. When Bezos started Amazon, he set high standards on inventing, on customer care, and on hiring. But he didn't always understand the operational processes, how to keep fixed problems fixed, how to eliminate defects at the root, how to inspect processes, and much more. He had to learn and develop high standards in all of those areas. And so the quest for high standards is important because it keeps you humble. There can be whole arenas where you may not realize your standards are low or non-existent. So it's critical to be open to that likelihood. So what are the benefits of building a culture of high standards? Naturally and most obviously, you're going to excel at whatever you choose to do. Perhaps a little more subtle, people are drawn to high standards. They help with recruiting and retention. Also, a culture of high standards gives purpose to all the invisible but crucial work that gets done when no one is watching. In a high standards culture, good work is its own reward. It's part of what it means to be a professional. And finally, high standards are fun. Once you've tasted that kind of accomplishment, there's no going back. So in closing, while the high standards that were reinforced during my time at Mercy are a big part of my success, another big part is the support system I had along the way. My wife has been there with me through the ups and downs and never blinked. She's motivated me, she's driven me, and supported me more than I could have ever asked. She's the love of my life and my best friend. Thank you, Kelly. To my children, thank you for being the greatest children I could have imagined. You make me proud every day, and I love you. To my fellow honorees, congratulations on your well-deserved awards. To the Mercy College community, thank you again for this honor.
For all you basketball fans out there, you may have heard about one particular Mercy alum on national television recently.
All right, so here's Brian Griffin, who was a Division II standout at Mercy College. He scored 1,100 points.
See, I know exactly where Mercy College is, just north of New York City. Kid averaged 20 and 50, but just to show you the difference, there's a difference between Division II and Division I. He's a good player.
Yeah.
He's averaging 5 and 5.
I will say, though, that he's probably every Division II or III player's dream is to graduate and then go get another year at a Division I program in the Big East. Jones got his man to miss, 17-footer, no good. Rebound, though, is good. Brian Griffin cleaning up the glass.
Good evening. I'm Michelle Magaletti and co-chair of the Alumni Council. I am an alumna of Mercy College, class of 2017, when I received my bachelor's in psychology. I am delighted to be here tonight with my co-chair, Monique Prinos, to celebrate tonight's honorees and raise important scholarship dollars. As a transfer student, I was grateful for my PAC mentor who guided me so that I could finish my degree. After graduation, I started working full-time and am now a candidate relations coordinator at LifeWorks, an elder care and domestic staffing agency. As an alumna, I was looking for ways to participate at Mercy and give back to the incredible community that helped me. I was introduced to the Mercy Alumni Council, and I'm excited to be engaging with fellow alums on ways to build community, network, and support current students and future Mercy alumni. I'd like to turn it over to Monique to say a few words.
Thank you, Michelle. I'm Monique Prinos, class of 1979. I too graduated with a degree in psychology. When I decided to give back from my Mercy education, I came back to a whole different environment. When I attended Mercy, it was a college on the Hudson. What I came back to was a campus on the Hudson, dorms and league-winning sports teams, and additional campuses in Manhattan and the Bronx. The one thing that has not changed, education. There are more degree programs offered now, but the character of the professors has not wavered. They are still engaged in the success of the student. They are patient, encouraging, and will make sure that you reach your goal. Because of that, I am once again a student, a maverick pursuing an MBA. To those who are being recognized for their achievements tonight, congratulations. Thank you all for joining us virtually and for your support of future Mercy College alumni.
Thank you, Michelle and Monique. If there are any alumni out there watching tonight interested in getting involved, I'm sure Michelle and Monique would love to hear from you. Ladies and gentlemen, I would like to take a moment to once again congratulate tonight's honorees, Camille, Sheila, Mary, Rosa, and Christopher. Before we conclude tonight's program, a special thanks to tonight's sponsor. I also want to give you all one more opportunity to give to the Legacy Scholarship Fund by texting Alum Awards to 41444 or by clicking the donate button on the webpage right below me. Thank you again for joining us and for supporting Mercy College. Enjoy your evening.